Okay, let's see where we are now. So price open here and currently below initial balance low. We need to see if this can hold below here and trades low towards these 460s. Okay, so price at the moment fake down initial balance low here, rallied immediately in 2 minutes above initial balance high, now flagging above. We need to see if a pullback and hold above volume weighted average price will give us a previous week's high retest. Then if this happens, we should target for this 613's gap fill up here. Now about to test this previous week's high, perhaps we can see a nice flash straight through it. If this happens, perhaps this could be a good short opportunity towards a potential pullback. Okay, so here is the flash up move, perhaps stops target triggering move here above previous week's highs as anticipated. Now next is to see if it tags this gap from 2 weeks ago up to 613s. If this happens, or even now, perhaps this can be a good pullback opportunity. Okay, so we have here the new 30-minute candle open and currently driving lower. We need to see if this can go pull back at least like 540s, 550s area. This will be a nice pullback at least. Otherwise, if this just continues to go on, this could go further upside. Although we have a first hour of cash trading range like 106 points. So perhaps this can balance a little bit here unless we have an exaggerated move above. Everything is possible. And you can see here how important is the timing of the initiate trading position. So here the 30-minute candle opened and held a few ticks higher, then immediately reversed. So at the moment is lower by 35 points or so, selling more downside. Perhaps this is a good trade location if you initiate a short position up here, then cover most of it and then hold the rest to see how the trade will develop. Okay, hello everyone. So let's see what happened today. In summary, you can see fake down initial balance low at the open, then above initial balance high in 2 minutes time, held above, then further upside. Since then we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 touches and another 3 here prior to US cash open. Currently trading within the range of the first hour of cash trading. Of course, as talked earlier this morning, this could provide great short opportunity even if you are building a short position and tracking these levels for anticipation that this will be a fake out and a failure to go above, then perhaps price can go towards 400s. Again, we can see great support that flash down move here at the middle point of this first hour of cash trading range. We need to see now if this is considered a balanced day and do not break out 600s and trend higher. If price will respect the previous levels like the midpoint of this perhaps initial balance high, what does there? Will it hold and bounce or will it go further downside towards 500s? Of course, we'll track the US market as well. Okay, so price held support this first hour of cash trading high here where all day was acted as a resistance above 600s. Right now we need to see if it closes this gap from this 620 level. If this is holding, it's about to hold above here, perhaps we should see further upside towards this week's high or 680s. So if you got this long, even at the pullback here, which held support at this previous resistance and above US cash opening price, this should perhaps a nice target will be this 700s area, which coincides with this point of control and previous week's high. Perhaps we can see price going there. Although in terms of value so far, price today almost built whole value above previous week's value, now trading higher. We need to see if this can have any kind of follow through. Not the best here. Also have this 30-minute chart here which this candle open and drive higher, this one open and completely reversing right now. So price from the highs here just on volume weighted average price and previous weeks high, this line here in point of control of the day. We need to see if we have a continuation, if SPY can break down 215 area and go towards 214. This will give us a very nice continuation towards the midpoint of the first hour of cash trading range, as it did during the midday session here. So if this breaks down, we're looking for a move down to 540s or so. Of course, the divergence of two indices, you can see the timing of the trade here. 30-minute candle open and sold off straight down. This happened in the first hour of cash trading today. It sold off, of course not fully engulfed like this one, but you can see the importance of the time. Still divergence with DAX and SPY. You can see very aggressive buying here. These 30-minute candles, one after each other, close at the high and fail at the low. Even this one, which sold off that much, then close higher than previous candles low. Now price reversal. We need to see if a retest here will hold or break out and hold for further upside, or if this provides a good short opportunity for a pullback. The fact that this is holding now, this is a great long against this high, so if somebody can position himself for the further upside perhaps. So this is straight up here, no reason to go against this perhaps, especially when it's holding previous high. We need to see if it takes this 680s area and perhaps this swing high up to 700s. So just to see the importance of bigger time framing here, on Friday we had the last day of the month, end of the quarter. You can see straight ups like 300 points or so. Today we held support above this previous high and continuing higher. Today should be considered the first day of the new quarter, end of the month, because yesterday was closed. So that's why you see this kind of volume weighted average price support and then aggressive buying. Also on the 5-minute here we have 6 straight consecutive green candles here, and previous candle never took the low of the previous one. We need to see now if this can take it and then hold support up here at the pullback, then continue further upside close to the European cash trading. You can see already price holding support at this previous high. Perhaps this is a good long opportunity against this. Emergence with SPY open and selling lower right now. Of course DAX will follow. This level here didn't hold for a continuation to the upside. Of course we have wide Bollinger Bands here and price closed extremes up to 650s. We need to see now if price can fail to hold above 620s and then pull back a little bit. Okay, so here we are, the European cash closing time. You can see very aggressive buying today. Every pullback on volume weighted average price and on the midpoint of this first hour of cash trading range got bought, especially this nice sharp one provided like 70 points or so. This pullback got bought as well. It's interesting to see though if all of this, because this was kind of very methodical uptrend, every 30-minute candle held support at previous candles lows immediately, especially this long tail one got bought, then got bought again here after this pullback outside of today's value area. We need to see if this can stop and S&P fails to hold the 214s, if price can go towards the midpoint of this Bollinger Band right here. As you see, that's Bollinger Band high here. Perhaps we should see a nice pullback towards 600 again and towards point of control 77s, and perhaps even lower. We need to see if S&P leads to the downside. This will be